Hello everyone, and Daniel's Every Beautiful Day, and today we're going to talk about what makes your B-roll beautiful, like what makes a very good B-roll. And with me, I have about 10 tips that's going to help you create a stunning B-roll. And before we get into that, I believe you guys have been seeing my talk shows. I didn't want to create a different channel for it. I just want to keep everything together because I feel it's going to be very stressful for me to be posting here and there. So I told you guys I have plans for a whole lot of things, but I do not want to keep creating, different channels for every single thing I want to do, but rather I want to create a playlist. So I have actually created a playlist for my talk shows. You guys can go check it out. It doesn't mean I don't do content about reviews anymore, about video editing and tutorials. I still do them, but I just don't want to create different channels for a whole lot of things, because I'm gonna be doing a whole lot of things like I said earlier on my previous videos. So without talking so much, let's get into our business of the day, because I don't want to keep this video longer than it should be. So the first thing that I have here is a good location. Pick a good location, especially a location that matches with what story you're trying to tell with your B-roll. Your location is also an important part of your story, and you want to choose a location that has, that connects with the story you're trying to tell with your B-roll. So that's number one. The next thing we're gonna look out for when shooting a B-roll is a good model. If you're shooting a B-roll about a person, the first thing you're gonna look out about a person should be his character. Is he a good model? Will he make a good model? Is he gonna make your video look cool? Because trust me, there are people you bring in to shoot a B-roll of and it's not gonna be good. The next thing we have here is good camera and a good lens. Actually, I'm thinking of making a video about gears. Is gears really important in your cinematography journey? Is it, because I've really seen a lot of videos about people saying gears doesn't really matter, you can do anything you want with whatever gears you have. So I'm gonna make a separate video about that. Is that true? Is it not? Is it the biggest scam ever? Is it something you can do? Is it realistic? Is what they're telling you really true? I'm gonna be very honest with my point, and that's obviously gonna be the next video I'm gonna create. As someone who actually started from the cradle, I'm gonna be giving you guys my real honest thoughts on if gears or equipment is really important in your cinematography journey. The next thing I want to put out to you guys is having a good lens. When shooting a B-roll, one of the most stunning things in your B-roll is your depth of field. You want to have a lens that has a good depth of field. I currently have two lenses. One is a kit lens that came with my camera, and the second one is a Yongnuo 35mm lens f2. I'm really impressed with the depth of field that I get, but trust me, I still want more depth. I wish I could lay my hands on a 1.2 or probably a 1.8. I'll be really happy. So what am I trying to say? A good lens is actually really important in your B-roll journey. So the next thing you want to do with your B-rolls is foreground. I like including foregrounds in my B-roll shot. It adds an extra amount of depth to your shot. And also, if you do not have a lens that gives you a good depth of field, having a foreground is gonna really help you, make it look like you got a little depth of field. So you should think of adding more foreground to your B-rolls. And the next thing, which I love so much, is slow motion. I actually shoot all my B-rolls in slow motion, and I really love shooting it in slow motion. Trust me, slow motion is the best thing that can ever happen to any B-roll. If you include slow motion to your B-roll, it's gonna look amazing. Whether you know what you're doing or not, if you add slow motion to your B-roll, it's gonna come out really nice. The next thing you should do is a lot of close-up shots. Bring intimacy between you and your viewers. Too bad I don't really have a close-up lens. I'm thinking of getting an 85mm lens or something I can get more close to my subject. I have these crazy ideas in my head, having a really close-up shot to the eyes and all those things, and it's really hard for me to do it with this 35mm lens because it's not a macro lens, it's a wide angle lens. And trust me, as long as you get close-up shots, wide angle shots are also cool. I'm actually thinking of getting a 25mm lens. I don't know, but I still, trust me, as much as close-ups are important, wide angle shots are also really important. The next thing I want to talk about is your B-roll story. You cannot just go around shooting bunch of stuff, bunch of clips, and then you merge it together and you feel you have a B-roll. It has to tell a story. You need to make your storyboard really cool. It has to be a story. Maybe someone walking out of a car, going out to get something, and then coming back. There have to be a story attached to it, not just clips flying around without really hitting the nail on the head. Think about making a story out of your B-roll and it's gonna look really, really beautiful. And the two last thing which is really important is the editing process. You're gonna think about sound effects and good color grade. What sound effect does to your video is that it brings it to life. So in as much as you have a very nice B-roll with a good story, a good camera, good lens, a good background, everything, you need to understand sound design. You need to add sound design to your video. It brings it to life. Trust me, if you add a good sound design and a color grade to a nice B-roll, it's overkill. So now we've come to an end of what makes a beautiful B-roll. Go out there and try something out, and trust me, you're gonna smash it. And do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because I'm gonna be bringing out more tips. Don't forget, I'm gonna be making a new video on is tools, is buying equipment really important? Do you need a good equipment? Is your tools really important? Does it really influence what you can do and what you cannot do? That's the next video. That's what the next video is gonna be about. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion on this. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'm gonna drop a link in my description where you can get the links I'm using and actually the camera I am using. I'll be very happy if you purchase this equipment with the link I provide down below as a form of support to me, as this is gonna give me a few commission, which is gonna help me upgrade my tool. I'm gonna provide an Amazon link to the best deal. Please do well to use my link, and thank you guys for watching. Peace out.